In today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup to go see the new Wicked movie in theaters. I didn't really have a plan before I started all of this, so everything that I do is just kind of on a whim and off the top of my head. You'll see as I make plenty of adjustments throughout. I just felt a little weird starting this video without an intro, so this is what this is. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with how it turned out, and we were watching the movie at like 11 p.m. at night, so it's not like there was anybody there to see it anyway. But I love to be on theme, and I was really excited for the movie, so I really wanted to at least have makeup on, even though I didn't have like a nice outfit to go with it. So yeah, let's get right into it. I started this makeup look off by doing my base off camera using the Wet n Wild contouring palette, the e.l.f. matte putty primer, the e.l.f. camo concealer, and the CoverGirl clean matte BB cream. Then I added to this base with my liquid blush. I cannot remember what color this is. I think this is another e.l.f. product. Sorry, I'm gonna be really bad with this. And I just blended it out with my fingers like I usually do because I'm too lazy to use a sponge or a brush. Then I set all of this using a translucent setting powder, and I use this because a lot of my products are cream products, and also because it helps me blend out things like the blush. As you saw, it was a little patchy, and I'm not saying this is perfect, but it at least kind of helps blend everything together into a bit more of an even tone. I used off camera my eyeshadow primer, as I always do, and then I immediately started going in with a light green eyeshadow shade. And here I was really just trying to build up some color, a little bit of shape. I knew I wanted something kind of round and elongating the eye, so I really just started building that up using multiple shades of green, trying to kind of mix together and find the color that I wanted. And here I'm just blending out that deeper green with an even lighter, more pale green color. And then blending that back out with those medium tones that I started with. Oh my goodness. This eyeshadow was cursed. I don't understand how some of these colors are so good, and then others are like this crappy green that's all broken in the bottom of the pan. Like, you put it on and it's so dark, and then you go to like blend it or like move it anywhere and it just like goes away. How does it even happen? And then I take my medium tone greens and try to blend that out a bit. Again, this was a little difficult because this dark color was so finicky, but I just did my best to try to make it a little bit more seamless. And then I tried to bring that deeper shade a little bit further into the crease of my eye. Something that I might regret. So I'm going back in with some of my eyeshadow primer to create a sticky base on my lid because I'm going to add a couple shimmer shades. And here you see I'm using like a greenish sort of gray like glitter shadow. It's not the most colorful on this camera, but I really just wanted something sparkly there. Once again, blending that out a little bit. And then I'm using a white shadow. It's like a white shimmery shadow on the inner corner of my eye. You excited to see Wicked? What are you the most excited about?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I would say The Wizard, but
You don't think he shows up that much?
the song I'm excited for is the one that's in the second half. So
Dang.
I like Wonderful.
Yeah. Now I'm going in on the lower lash line with a bright green eyeliner. It's like a jumbo eyeliner stick. And I just kind of smudge that all along the bottom. And then I'm gonna sort of set and blend that with another green eyeshadow and just really kind of smudge it out until it's, you know, as big and blown out as I want it. Going back in with some of that darker green and probably a little bit of black. I honestly can't remember. Just blending everything together now that I have all of these shadows on. This scares me a little bit. So I started out with a winged eyeliner, starting from the inner corner of my eye and going all the way out to the edge. And then I basically rounded off that wing on the end so that it would kind of mimic the brim of Elphaba's hat. And this is where we get to the point that anybody who's ever tried to wear eyeliner, I think, knows, where you just keep trying to make it look smooth and clean. So you just keep adding more and more eyeliner, and you kind of end up looking a little emo because the line keeps getting thicker and longer, and like, you know, it's just a bit of a hot mess. So here you see me making the lines for the top of her hat, kind of forgetting that, like, I have an eyeball. That means that my eyelid's going to crease and be like crunched up, so drawing a big triangle is not going to look like a big triangle when my eye is wide open. Of course it doesn't look like that when you're applying eyeliner, but you know. This is also me realizing that like having that much eyeliner on your eyelid is super uncomfortable, so I kind of gave up on filling that in with the eyeliner. Making the edge of the hat rounder, bigger. Once again, really hitting hot mess territory. And you know, the thing about this is that I did my eyeshadow and I was actually kind of proud of it, and I really liked the way it looked. I liked all the different green tones and all the glitter, and then I drew this eyeliner on and covered up almost all of that hard work I just did. Which, you know, if you paint or you do makeup or really any type of art or creative thing, sometimes you know that it's like the big risk, but I don't think this paid off. I don't think I was breathing the entire time I was doing that. Why is this black eyeshadow so bad? Bro. Oh, this is so much black. feel like I just covered up all of my hard work. Maybe this was not a good idea. Making that bigger because, of course. It's a little rough. It's a little rough. It's bigger than I thought it was gonna be.
It is bigger, and like because it like goes into your eye, it's like I guess it kind of looks like a hat, but also just kind of looks like really big like wings on the side of the eye, I guess.
God, no. I don't want to look like an emo girl.
But
Yeah.
that almost looks like something that Austin would put on for his concert.
He does stars and crosses and stuff. You mean to tell me that I look like Austin Knight right now?
You got like a star starting on your side.
Hat. It's supposed to be a hat. Come on, look like a hat. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright, well, you know what? I should probably stop playing with this one because it's gonna look how it's gonna look. It's gonna look like that.
It's gonna look how it's gonna look.
Is it horrendous? Does it look real bad? I could do like a little point above my eyebrow to finish the hat. That would look worse. That would look worse. That would look worse. Let's put an eyebrow on. Eyebrows help fix things, right? And now I'm just going in with my normal eyebrow gel and filling in my eyebrow and attempting to salvage the way that this looks. Well, I don't know if that helped or not, but it's there. And applying my mascara. And of course I'm going in on the other eye with my primer. And then mimicking what I did on the green side, but with variations of pink eyeshadow. Simply just trying to create a bit of shape and definition and build up a color and create a color, honestly, that I wanted. None of my pinks were as Galinda pink as I was hoping. I had a lot more muted pinks or like neon pinks, so throughout this you'll kind of see me go back and forth between those different options, trying to mix them together and find something that was a little bit more like what I was looking for. Going on the outside corner of my eye with a brighter pink, creating that deeper tone and a little bit more shape on the outer V. If I remember correctly, I think I was having a similar issue with this pink shade as I did with the super dark green shade on the other eye. This palette has some really good pigmented colors, but a lot of the deeper shades kind of fall flat to me, and they look so good in the pan, and then I put them on and they just kind of brush away. So I think we've all been there. If you're someone who uses eyeshadow a lot, we've all had a palette like that, and this one just unfortunately is very hit or miss. I'm using a pink shimmery shade or glitter shade and applying that to my eyelid. And then using the same white shade from the left eye in the corner of my eye, as well as applying a bit of a silver holographic glitter on top of the pink glitter, just to give it a little bit more sparkle, a little bit more shine, and a little bit more variation. Just reinforcing some of the colors that I started with and trying to blend everything together. And blending out the top edge with a super pale pinkish shadow shade. Then going on my lower lash line with a neon pink eyeliner this time, and once again smudging that out. And then setting and blending that one with a bright pink shade and blending out, once again, just kind of blowing it out to create a thicker line. And then going in with a normal winged eyeliner. You could tell I was definitely trying to be a lot safer with this side than I was with the other side, especially after having created that hat monstrosity. And then I used a white eyeliner to extend the line from the inner corner of my eye to the black wing that I created. And then I used that same white liner to create a few little designs. I did some bubbles just by creating a simple circle, tapping over it with a bit of pink shadow, and then adding highlights. And then I also did a couple of like stars to just kind of be like shimmery little effects. And I think just some like random polka dots. I was really trying to go simple, but like fun. Maybe I already lost it. Look at me. How are the bubbles looking? Better than the hat?
I guess so. I mean, it kind of looks like two bubbles and two sparkles.
It is.
Okay.
And I'm trying to kind of mimic the shape of the hat on this eye, just using these small symbols. And then I take that white eyeliner and draw a line above my crease just to add something. I got bubbles. It really makes this side look crazy. But I don't really know what else to do for this, you know?
Yeah.
She's dainty, she's simple. I guess it's time to slap an eyebrow on it. Then I go ahead and fill in this eyebrow. And I just went in with a powdered blush on top of the liquid blush just to kind of make that a little bit of a brighter pink. Then I'm adding some pink highlighter on the tops of my cheeks. And doing my mascara on the other eye. Then I went in with a sort of neutral toned pink liquid lipstick. And set everything with probably way too much e.l.f. setting spray. Then I'm gonna put my glasses on, and you won't see it anyway. Okay, I think we're good. on the movie. I really liked it. I've seen the show on Broadway years ago. I was in like middle school and I don't remember the performance enough, but I do really like the story of Wicked. I love the soundtrack, and I do remember enjoying the Broadway performance when I saw it. The movie I was a little skeptical about, I won't lie. I did not know a lot of the cast members. I was honestly a little skeptical about Ariana Grande being Glinda, but I was so surprised and like pleasantly so. Like I'm glad that I liked it so much. I didn't want to be disappointed by this at all. I think the thing that threw me off the most was the fact that the length of the part 1 for the movie is as long as the entirety of the Broadway show, but it's only longer because you're able to actually delve into a lot of the settings and a lot more of those sort of non-verbal cues and moments that are super important in storytelling and especially movie making that you can't really include in a stage performance. So I'm glad that that was like the reasoning. I think that made a big difference. I thought maybe they were going to add songs or add scenes or just kind of turn it into a different story or something. That's not how I felt about it. I think it was pretty true to the original material. Not that a good movie has to be 100% based off of the source material, but I think this one in particular did a really good job at creating something new and fresh, but also staying true to the original material and like the message and the meaning behind all of that. So yeah, I'm not really a good reviewer of things, but I just wanted to throw in a couple of my thoughts. I was crying within the first 10 minutes of the movie, which I did not expect because I think I went into it feeling a little bit like people that I had seen reviews from maybe were being a bit dramatic or embellishing their reviews of just because it was a big thing, a big movie, everyone was excited about it, but I was honestly sobbing too, and I think it was just like a sentimental thing of realizing that this show is actually really good. It's a really good story, and the way that they told it and portrayed it was really good, in my opinion. So I'm excited for part 2. Maybe we'll do another makeup look for part 2. But yeah. Thank you for watching. Be sure to give this video a like and hit the subscribe button down below. And of course, leave me a comment to let me know what you think about the movie if you saw it, how you think my makeup turned out, honestly, whatever you want. And yeah, thank you. I will see you in the next video. Bye!